Finally, baseball news. Juan Soto to the Yankees. God damn it. I hit my camera off, but it was necessary. The Yankees got better. Nobody likes it. Boo! Boo! The Yankees got a good player. And they definitely won this trade. So that's great. That's my analysis right off the jump. Looking at this entire thing. Like, it's... They can't keep getting away with this, you know? We can't. Like, let the Yankees suck for a bit, please. Stop giving them generational talent.
Well, this is why baseball is baseball. They're never gonna suck because they have the infinite money glitch. We've talked about this before in the podcast.
Their building is, after all, made out of Lamborghinis. It's just...
Yeah. Trick play reference.
Holy crap. Make
We're
trick
so
play
meta,
references
guys.
to your friends. See what... so that they look at you like you're an idiot. Anyway.
Oh man, I'm gonna go anger biking. Trick play reference.
Oh god, is this us jumping the shark? Did we just jump the shark? Did we just do it in this exact
less
moment?
Than 30 episodes in. Yeah. Oh my god.
Did we just peak? Like...
We've become too meta for our own good.
Oh god. Anyway, baseball.
The
Yankees now have the single stupidest outfield in existence, featuring Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and frankly, whoever the hell they decide to put in that other spot. I don't know if Stanton plays outfield. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think he's the edge.
Okay, well, there you go. Stanton, Soto, Judge. There you go. Well, that's that.
Yeah, so...
Game over baseball. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, it's...
You have to... I think there's a couple angles you can take from this. I think the most interesting angle that I kind of think as more of a baseball outsider than anything, but looking at this Padres team, this is a sign that they've given up, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Because people thought they were going to be a super team, and then they kind of just completely... They fizzled, and they couldn't make anything work, and now they're trading their superstar. And yeah, I think it's fascinating. Because Soto, who did they get Soto from again? Why is it
Nationals? Yes.
Because when they brought in Soto, the expectations were that they were going to compete for a World Series with him and Tatis, Machado and Tatis Jr. I don't know.
And then Tatis Jr. went out with oopsie doopsie wrong needle, and ever since it's been pretty downhill for the Padres.
Yeah. Yeah. And it kind of sucks to see because that would have been exciting. It's not like that because it's again my biggest complaint with baseball.
How many games did Soto and Tatis Jr. actually play together? Does anybody know?
I don't actually know.
It was less than 10 because that happened like
it's not
a week between. Like there was a week gap.
Yeah, it's sad, frankly, to see because you're looking at this and you're thinking they can make a run for it, and with all those name brands on it, they just fall on their faces and. It's a big loss for small market teams because eventually all the talent just goes to the Yankees. And it's such a sad thing to see. It would have been nice to see some sort of parity in the MLB, but I guess not. Like, the Yankees missed the playoffs last year, and that was nice, but I guess we're not going to see that again, especially if they have this kind of talent on their team. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll fizzle out. Maybe it won't work. But there's still a huge – this trade more than anything – just shows that there's a huge equalization problem in baseball in terms of what teams are good and what teams aren't. And this is shifting the power in the league back to the teams that have had the power for the last 50, 75, 100 years of baseball. That's why the sport is not exciting, and that's why people like me don't care and don't watch. So this move is frankly bad for baseball.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I necessarily disagree with you either. Like, it's just I hate it because it's the Yankees. Like, it's not hard to dissect why I'm sitting here going, like, it sucks. Because, I mean, like, right when the Blue Jays were going to get we were gonna get the step up, right? Or maybe get the step up with the conversations of us potentially getting Ohtani. The Yankees have to go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not yet. not yet. You're not pulling ahead that easy, right? Like it's, and I mean, if Ohtani does decide to go to the Blue Jays, this will definitely make for and who knows, maybe we'll see that in the next couple days, and that'll make this podcast a lot, more out of date.
He's supposed to be signing over the weekend. So wait, Simon, put in your official Ohtani predictions before we have the next podcast. Let's take our Ohtani break. We can't have a segment with.
He's totally going to the Dodgers. That's just, I'm in denial because I can't sit here and go like, he's coming to the Blue Jays. He's coming to the Blue Jays. He's coming to the Blue Jays. Because the second he goes to the Dodgers, it's just going to be depresso hour. Like, it's going to suck. But, like, come on. It's, like, you can't
He's probably going to the Blue Jays. Or he's not going to the Blue Jays. Yeah, he's probably going to the Dodgers.
The one argument I've heard for it from the same person who's made the same argument to me 20 times is that Ohtani wants to go to the Blue Jays because he's conquered Japan, he's conquered America, now he wants to go to Canada. Right? That's the argument. I'm like, did he really? Like, why?
Does he care?
Does he care? Like, is that actually something that is important to him? Like, because at that point, what's next? Are you going to go dominate, like, the Mexican baseball leagues once we're done with the Blue Jays?
Yeah,
like,
nobody's going to care.
Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand that as, like, a take, really. Trust me. I mean, more than anyone, I want Ohtani to come to the Blue Jays because that would be so awesome. But, like, what? Like, it's not going to happen. It sucks. Like,
I mean, you know where he's going. You know where he's going. It's not the Dodgers. He's gonna follow in the footsteps of the last, at least, huge Japanese baseball legend that I can think of. Ichiro.
Sure, buddy.
And come up to Seattle.
Sure, buddy.
Ohtani in the Pacific Northwest. Mariners are winning the World Series.
So that he can play with, like, Julio Rodriguez and the other guy.
All-star lineup.
Oh, God. It's okay. When he goes to the Yankees, we can all cry together.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, the Dodgers is like, and I've said this to other people before. I don't know if I'd even be mad if he went to the Dodgers, because then at least he's not with the Yankees, right? Because that was the conversation forever, and every time I heard it made me want to, like, just, it made, like, it just sucks. Imagine if Ohtani signed with the Yankees for 12 years. Holy crap, that would suck.
You know what the thing that this is going to do, right? The whole Soto going to the Yankees and then Ohtani probably going to the Dodgers. You know what that's going to do? It's going to create what I call the Warriors Cavs effect, where we're just going to have the Yankees and Dodgers in the World Series for the next, like, 5 years.
Oh, I believe
I know baseball doesn't work the same as basketball, but still, that's just not a nice, like, the Rangers Diamondbacks World Series was so nice because it's two smaller markets and non-traditional teams that we don't normally get, and they're actually competing, and the Rangers won, which is neat, and savor it while it lasts, because especially this Soto move, I think,
is a sign
of the changing of the guard.
They're not about to let that fly.
They're not going to let that slide. And if Ohtani goes to the Dodgers, it's going to be the same in the NL. So.
And you can make the argument that I don't know if I'd call Rangers change of the guard, considering they spent almost as much money as the Yankees did last year. But still, it's the same.
But it's still a non-traditional market that hasn't won.
Sure.
It's just not. Yes, they're still spending a lot of money, but it's just not the Yankees. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference.
Personally, I still hope that Ohtani goes to the Athletics and takes up, like, three halves of their
maybe
salary cap.
Maybe Ohtani just really likes gambling. So the idea of going to Las Vegas is just like really enticing.
Yeah, he'll actually just get paid in, like, I don't know, chips.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can see him at the Bellagio every night. He wants that. He wants to earn that field full of Lamborghinis the honest way, which is in a casino.
That's respectable. I can respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it really hard-earned cash if you don't gamble for it? That's
Yeah.
great advice, children. Take that home. If there's one message you learn from the Trick Play podcast, it's that gambling is so cool and that you should totally do it. We're late enough in the podcast. I can say stuff like that.
I don't know if you can really. I was about to say, Simon flashed up a big red label that Caleb is dumb and nobody should listen to him ever.
I mean, I had such great betting advice on this show, so.
That's true.
Vegas Caleb. That's my self-proclaimed nickname.
Betting podcast. Should we just turn into? We should just do that.
We should start a betting podcast.
God, wouldn't that be lovely? Two people who don't do sports betting creating a betting podcast. That would be kind of sick, actually, because it would just be me and you missing on 1,000 things. It would legitimately
just be at the bottom for how many bets we've missed.
I've had that thought.
What's our total losses?
One of my favorite things in sports, whenever I see this, it makes me laugh a little. And the CFL does this really well, actually, where they'll post their predictions, where it's like there'll be Pat Steinberg and the other 3 people I can't remember the names of with their predictions for the week on who's going to win what, and then they have the people's records underneath it.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. I think that's so awesome because it's so funny to me watching them just because it'll just be like, this guy gets it 1 out of 4 times, and I'm like, how?
I went 0 for 5 last week. This guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's just I so personally, just to hurt both of our egos, I think it'd be really funny to just have underneath our labels down here, just Simon went 0 for 17 in hockey games last night. It's just I think that entire thing is hilarious, but yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, sadly, because God knows I don't want to do the math. So
it was tough enough to count the swears that I had in the Seahawks segment last week. This was just a step too far.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I actually just copied the sound effect and then just went through and every time just paste, 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 paste. I actually had my dad walk up to me the other day, in the kitchen, neither of us said anything to each other. We were both just making sandwiches or some shit. He just goes you guys gotta swear less. It's this week it wasn't me. It wasn't me this week.
Yeah, no.
For once,
this is just what happens when you record a podcast after a Seahawks game. I can't control it. I'm sorry. It's just gonna happen.
I actually, you know what? Here's a challenge to anybody watching this. Actually, if you can, I can say after watching it back, and I was too lazy to fix this problem. I missed 2 swear words in the first 17 minutes. This is a challenge to whoever can find them. Because I off the top of my head, actually, from watching it back on the YouTube version, because I was curious if I missed any. I missed 2. One of them is really obvious, one of them isn't. But
okay.
Yeah, I only missed 2. And I was pretty proud of that, honestly. Because watching
pretty good.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job centering. One of them I shouldn't have missed. I will say that. It was pretty how did you miss that? Levels of clearly I should have got it. But it was the other one. It was
a clear.
It was a very clear one that I just completely whiffed on, apparently. But
I just dropped an F-bomb in the middle of it, and you didn't.
Yeah, pretty much. No, that's pretty much what it was. The second one was a lot lighter that I just completely must have just, I don't know, forgot to do it. So the actual total, I think, is 34 for the
that feels, for some reason that feels, because I thought 32 was low, so I'm okay
so
with
34. 34 feels better.
34 feels better. You got to get my. There was this as part of the thing I shouted at 4 times in the show, that history of the Minnesota Vikings documentary done by John Boyes. He has this part of that documentary where he's this old Vikings coach, and he has this infamous press conference where he's just going off his rocker and swearing amount of times, and he's counting the fucks per minute and comparing it against other famous press conferences and stuff.
That's awesome.
I gotta see how my fucks per minute stacks up to that guy. Because that was pretty impressive. I think I can.
So
can
34 divided by what, 17? Isn't that, because that's as far as I tracked. After the 17th minute, I gave up.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent fuck.
34 divided by 17. 2 on the dot. 2 fucks per minute, Caleb?
2 fucks per minute. That's pretty good.
This segment is also
that's
stacking up,
pretty
I think.
Well, this isn't even like in
This is
rage.
like
It's just that we're just analyzing the.
We're just analyzing it. Yeah, 2. What was his? Like, what were the other? Like, where does that stack up?
I'm trying to see if I can
it's
find the.
Where does that stack up? I feel like that's.
Let's see.
The other ones, that's got to be pretty low. I would have guessed closer to like 2.5 for you, based on editing.
Yeah.
I probably would have guessed 2.5 if I hadn't just Googled it.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I think it's from like the 90s. Well, maybe you can pull up the fucks per minute stat on this.
Oh god. Fun.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna find this. This is an hour and a half long video.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep in mind your trick play stat of the day is that Caleb averaged two fucks per minute during his Seahawks rant. Terrific.
If the Seahawks, if I come on this podcast after the Seahawks inevitably like lose to the Steelers and get mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, that fucks per minute is gonna be even higher. So watch for that.
Just gonna open it up with just like, just saying it over and over and over for
fucking Geno Smith, fucking yeah. And then to Timbuktu.
The Shanghai Sharks need a new QB.
And even there, he can't even fucking start.
Oh god. Have we gotten over 34 in this segment yet? Probably not. Oh god.
We're getting there.
Whatever.
This was about baseball at one point. We're so good at baseball
Aren't
segments.
most things about baseball and then they don't become about baseball in this podcast?
Yeah.
We're frauds. We
so
try and
sorry,
cover
MLB
all 4
fan.
sports. We're frauds.
This is an NHL and NFL podcast.
We talked about Soto for like a total of like 10 minutes and spent the next 7 swearing. Welcome to the podcast. Jesus Christ.
We don't hide our biases.
Yep. Any future employers, stop watching here.
They better have stopped watching by now.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the Trick Play podcast this week. If you are watching on the YouTube or whatever, make sure to find us on the Fresh Take Network. But apparently, a lot of you are already there, so thank you very much for finding us there. Again, like I said at the start, come say hi. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
We got all the stuff. Follow us there.
And the main reason that we're saying that, just to be clear, because I figured I kind of want to emphasize on it, is the fact that we don't get a lot of comments currently, and it makes it hard to figure out what we want to improve on. Because it'd be nice to I want to hear your input on the podcast, right? Like, especially as the person who does a lot of the editing. I think it would be awesome to know what you like, what you don't like, because I have been making a lot of changes in the last couple of weeks. So it'd be cool to know what I should keep, what I should change, all of those things. That's in your control. We are the podcast of the people. Like, all of these changes, you just need to tell me.
Also, I haven't gotten the chance to mouth off in the comments at anybody yet. So
that's true.
I've
been doing most of the responding, and that's probably for the best.
If you I need more people to watch my Seahawks rant. I don't think any Cowboys fans watched my rant in the last one, and that's probably for the better for them. If you're a Cowboys fan, feel free. I want to debate
Caleb
you in the comment section. Pointless internet debates are what fuels me. This is how I earn my living. I mean, I don't, but this is what makes me feel alive.
Joke's on you. You think we get paid?
Yeah, no fucking way.
God, I wish.
Anyway, say some stupid. Say some things that can help us improve, or say some. If you want to get to Simon, say some things that we can improve on.
We can improve.
If you want to get to me, say it.
Say the Seahawks
be like
suck.
David Carr and be like, Jalen Hurts needs to be benched for Marcus Mariota, and I'll come fight your ass. So,
Caleb versus
Okay,
Trick Play Fan boxing match. Can't wait.
I will. Let's make this. If we get enough comments, we can make another segment where I just rip your comments to shreds on the podcast.
Yeah,
I
you know
think
how
this would
most
be
people
a
have
fascinating segment.
most YouTubers have like a reading your comments thing. We'd have a Caleb. Simon sits there silently, like swirling his San Pellegrino, while Caleb rips every single comment to shreds. That'd be a great segment. Oh, I would love that.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. Send in your comments, please. Please. I can't wait for this. Anyways.
Oh, that's gonna be sick. I can't.
Anyways.
Yeah, I can't wait for that either.
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wait to break our record of 32. You know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah.
Let me get some more. Let me get my FPMs up. You know I gotta get my FPMs up. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time for the outro, so I'm gonna make my anti-shout out real quick. If you are a Vancouver public transit driver, slow down. Oh my god, you are hitting the bumps at 100 miles an hour. I swear to God.
Like when you're on like a
standing
school
up
bus.
on the bus.
Remember like when would have been like
not
grade 3 and like you stand up in the middle of the row and the bus driver hits a bump and you go flying out the window and break 3 bones, but it's like hell yeah, you know.
Okay, but I'm not fucking 5 anymore. Yeah. I can't take this shit anymore. I'm standing in the middle of that bus and the bus driver's turning and I feel like I'm gonna tear my fucking ACL. This guy has got to stop. It has come. I say this guy like all bus drivers are just the same guy, but like the bus ride I had back today, I got my big. I don't even know if I still have it. I don't know where it went. But I had my big thing of Blue Chip Cafe hot chocolate, and that shit is really good. And I was drinking it on the bus ride back, and I was sitting down, mind you, and this has a lid on it. But the bus driver was going literally like 80 kilometers an hour and slammed into a bump, and I go like this, and the hot chocolate spills all out of my cup and all over like myself and like a little bit on awesome. The poor stranger beside me.
That's
First of all, I'm so sorry to that person. The bus driver, fuck you. Go slower. That was one of the most embarrassing experiences I've had in the last month.
I'll join you. Anti shout out of the week from Simon. I think my first one. Anybody who works at like Timmy's, I've had this. I never had this issue for like 2 years straight. I had an incredible streak going, but in like the last month, I've had quite a few people do it. So it feels like this needs to be a more known thing. I wish I had like a Tim's cup to like demonstrate, but I don't think I do. Anyway, my coffee this morning had it, and it really pissed me off. As somebody who has to dress up for a lot of the stuff I have to do related to school and work, this pisses me off a lot. The people who work at these coffee places and don't know that you can't line the lid right next to like the line on the side of the cup, fuck you. Because that is such an unnoticeable thing until you take a sip from your cup and it all comes out. And if you're wearing I wasn't dressed up today, thank God, but like it's the type of thing where like God, it pisses me off. That's my anti-shout out. Anybody who does that, because I've been lucky enough whenever this has happened to me this is first world problems right here. But anytime this has happened to me, I'm not wearing like something nice. But there's been a lot of times this year where I have to wear a lot of nice stuff, and I on purpose have to look at my Tim's cup and go, "Where's the line?" Like I've done that a lot because I don't need no drippy cup. I'm good. I want to sip my coffee, not drip my coffee. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my anti-shout out.
This is the anti-shout out. The worst is just in general. The worst feeling is spilling coffee on yourself. It's just it's just the worst.
So end the podcast by knowing that me and
cruel.
Caleb do not have hard lives, and those are our first world issues we deal with on a daily basis. Actually, we have incredibly hard lives. Give us your money so that we can buy more coffees. There you go.
Yeah, it's a self-perpetuating prophecy. Give us your money, please.
Yep, give us your money. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Check us out everywhere. See you.